Hello friends, my name is Nehir Mandovra and welcome to the 10th grammar lesson. In this lesson, we will discuss about various forms of verbs. This is very important lesson as it will be the foundation for tenses, which are the main pillar for learning English properly. So please watch this video till the end. Please take a pen or pencil and a book. If you find anything new, please write in it. You will learn quickly by doing it. Pause the video or rewind it if you don't get any concept. Okay, so let's get started. Firstly, let's quickly remember what we have covered in our previous video. We discussed about verbs. So what are verbs? Verbs tell us two things about the subject. First, the action performed by the subject, like run, walk, sleep. And second, the state of subject, like feels. There are two main types of verbs. First, main verb. These are the actual action verbs and don't require any other words to help them, like fly, sleep, run. And second, helping verbs. These verbs require support of main verbs. Examples: may, might, could, is. Please check that video if you haven't already. I have given the links here and in the description. Now let's look into the qualities that verb has. Verbs has two unique qualities that no other parts of speech has. I repeat, verb has two unique qualities that no other parts of speech has. The very first quality the verb has is they change depending on the subject, and the second quality the verb has is they change depending on the time of speech. Let's look into the first quality verbs has. Verbs change depending on the subject. What do I mean by that? Let me give you an example to make it clear. I am tall. Here the subject is I, which is the first person. Tall is an adjective and am is a verb. Now look at the second example where the subject is second person. You are tall. Here, while referring to the second person, we used are as a verb, but tall remains the same. Now look at the third example where the subject is third person. She is tall. Here, while referring to the third person, we used is as a verb, but here also tall remains the same. So from this example, you can see am becomes are and are becomes is by going from first person to second person to third person. So we can conclude that verbs change according to subject and no other parts of speech has this kind of behavior. Second very important quality that verb has is it change depending on time of speech. Now what do I mean by that? It means whether we are talking about the past event, present event or future event. Let me give you an example to make this concept clear. Mary comes here regularly. Here, comes is the verb and we are talking about the present event. That means the process of her coming is still continuous. Now see the past event. Mary came here yesterday. Here, came is the verb and we are talking about a past event that she came yesterday. Now let's look at the future event. Mary will come tomorrow. Here, will and come are the verb and we are talking of the future event. As you can see, for different time, the same verb changed. Comes in the present, became, came in the past and will come in the future. These are the different forms of verbs. We will discuss about them now. Verbs are mainly divided into three forms: base form, past form and past participle form. Let's take an example of verb sing. The base form of sing is sing itself. The past form of sing is sang, and the past participle form of sing is sung. Apart from these three main forms, there are two other forms. SES forms. It is used when the subject is third person and in singular form. Base form plus SES forms this kind of verbs. Example, sing becomes sings here. Note the word S at the end. ING form. It is used when the work is continuing while we are talking about it. Base form plus ing gives this form. Example, sing becomes singing. Now pause the video and check out all 5 forms for some verbs in the table. Please resume the video only when you read all these forms. Now let's look into one sentence example to make this concept concrete. Please look into the table. Base form for the word cook is cook, and the example of it is I cook food regularly. Past form of cook is cooked, and the example is I cooked food yesterday. Past participle form of cook is cooked, and example of it is I have cooked food. SES form of cook is cooks, and the example of it is he cooks food. ING form for cook is cooking, and the example of it is I am cooking food. We will see more examples of them when we will learn about tenses. That's all in this video. Let's quickly revise what we have discussed about forms of verb. There are mainly 3 forms of verb: base form, past form, and past participle form. And 2 other forms of verb: SES forms used for third person in singular form, and ING form used when the work is still continuous while we are talking. So that's all for you now. Thank you for watching the video. If you have any questions or suggestions, please write in the comment section. If you liked the video, please hit the like button. Do share the video so others can learn, and do subscribe to the channel to get regular updates about the course.